What's good, YouTube? What's good, beautiful family? Today I wanted to come on here and talk about something real basic, but something that's really forming and my bad, y'all. I just had banana nut bread. That shit was busting. But yeah, I know. I've had a few cheat days this week and last week. But yeah, we going on a fast. That's another topic. But what is forming our reality? What is really forming our reality? What is dictating? Because when we look at the circumstances, the experiences, and the relationships that are popping up in our reality, we need to look at the perspective that we are holding from within. Because we are the only perspective, we are the only camera lens that we are looking through. So when we look at how we are giving the story of the experience that we are having, or how are we feeling in the present moment, and what emotions are coming up, we tend to look at, okay, right now, I can look at things this way, I can look at things this way, I can look at things this way. But with the circumstance, whatever circumstance that you may be in, you are dictating the story. You are, in a sense, the director. And we always have been. But that is why they call this awakening. That's why they call people that know about this knowledge awake. Because it is when you become conscious of this information, you become conscious of your reality. When you become conscious of your reality, you know that your perspective is dictating a lot of the things that you are feeling and a lot of the information that you're getting back from them experiences. And when we can look at the experiences that pop up in our life and start looking at them in a way that benefits us, in a way that elevates us, in a way that grows us and helps us learn from the experiences, instead of just placing bad narratives, or placing that why is this happening to me, that victim mentality towards them experiences, we tend to gain our power back. We tend to be more grounded in ourselves and in our truth. And when we go through these experiences, when we go through what's so-called life, we are the ones that make life what it is. And how that quote goes, life is truly what you make it. I've probably said in my videos before, it is true. Life is truly what you make it. And the experiences that pop up, we can look at them experiences and be like, okay, what is this trying to teach me? And then second of all, okay, I'm learning from this experience. I'm elevating from this experience. And that is more of a positive way to go about it. And there's many ways that you can go about it, as I'm just enjoying myself in this experience and being grateful. Gratitude is definitely something is so good to look at and so helpful, especially for me on my journey. Being grateful for wherever you're at and the circumstance you're in. Being able to breathe, being able to see, being able to walk. Just three simple things that some people don't even have. And having water, having food on the table is just way more things that when you bring that gratitude into the experience, you change how the experience is happening, changing the reality around you, changing what you attract. Because your frequency now, just now, and there only is now, is the frequency that's going to attract more of these relationships, more of these outcomes, more of these experiences to come forward into your life, into your experience that you are having. So when we know that we dictate a lot of that and that we give it the narrative, we are able to change even some of the past experiences, as even some of the bad past experiences that may have happened to you. You can be like, dang, now I look back at that, that really helped me learn this, that really helped me elevate from this, that helped me become who I am today, and without it, I don't know if I would be who I am today. And when we can look at our past and change and reframe the perspective from it, we ultimately are not held back so much from it. We ultimately are not dwelling, we are not having traumas, we are not sending toxic chemicals into our body from stress, hormones, and cholesterol. I think that's how you say it. Y'all gonna flame me for that, but I don't even know. I don't even know how you say that word, but y'all know what I'm saying. And when we do that, ultimately, past is not holding us back, and we're not making so much predictions from the past into the future, as a lot of people, and especially me in the past, have did this before. As we get held back in the past, we get held back of thinking of what happened in the past and how it happened to us, and the narrative that we are giving it, that it was bad and we did this. and then we tend to make predictions that that's going to happen in the future, attracting that same experiences, attracting alike experiences and circumstances that come into our life. And that is what we call a pattern. That's what we call a loop. You get stuck in the pattern, you get stuck in the loop. And then when we are conscious of it, that gives us the possibility, the door to open and change that perspective, change that reality that benefits us most, and that will allow us to evolve and elevate in whatever that we may be doing and in life in general. So again, this is doing this, and then we have what they like to call the ego, or the head, the voice in the head. And when we think about the voice in the head, everybody has it. And when we think about mistakes that we have made or failures that we have made, we got to think about everybody else has too. Everybody else has lied, everybody else has judged, everybody has done these not so perfect things. And when we don't get caught up in them and are able to move on and allow ourselves to not judge ourselves, allow ourselves to be like, yeah, I know it's the ego, and we can't control our thoughts. You can't control what thought you're about to have, and the thoughts that we have are not even ours. When we look at it from that perspective, we allow ourselves to release, we allow ourselves to relieve way more into ourself, into our being, and being more grounded and being more safe within who we truly are, and allowing ourselves to be more conscious of our perspective and the self-talk that we have around our perspective. We are able to be more grounded in ourselves, more within truth within ourselves. So this is just simple stuff, and simple stuff that is overlooked, simple stuff that people are not necessarily conscious of, that makes such a big difference. And going about life with this, experimenting with this, y'all, I promise it will elevate you in ways you can't even imagine. And having that belief and having that imagination and having them emotions that you really desire to feel and that you know will attract more of that into your life, and not just doing it for that benefit, but actually doing it because you really feel it. And don't do it out of fear, don't do it because you know it will attract this or that. That is out of fear. When we do it because we actually are grateful, when we do it because we actually love ourselves, and when we do it because we know we are the creator of our reality, and that every perspective that we have around things is ultimately up to us, and it is a choice, and that every situation and outcome and experience is there to teach us and help us evolve our soul, that our soul chose a lot of these experiences. So when we look at it from that lens and we are able to apply that to our life, miracles start happening, synchronicities, opportunities, and just the right things fall into place. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to keep coming back at y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoy. And yeah, you hold the key. You hold the perspective. I see you.